yeah, we will start like from true as spoken by Buddha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello everyone. Now, in a minute we will start like from true as spoken by Buddha reciting. So please prepare and waiting for a while.
Yeah. Well, we talk. He announces. We do the prayer. He does the announcement and says what we're going. He shows Master's lectures. Then we start.
And a short documentary film.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, he shows Master's pieces and then documentary pieces. Then we start filming, and then I ask him the questions. And then after we ask the question, then I ask you guys, like, if you want, if you've got anything to ask. Pretty cool, it's pretty straightforward.
No, I did see that all come back time.
Yeah, I actually quite liked it. I just wish it was recorded nicely. But
I
then
want to run all the stuff. I didn't talk
Am I what?
Are you repeating it?
No, not the. The last one we did
The
last.
last one with that record booking.
Okay, since
it's a
now
new
become the too sharp, and then because people in YouTube are waiting, so now
Do you need her to record?
yeah, that's okay. After finishing my true was spoken by Buddha, you can push the start button.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Afterwards.
Until
Yeah,
then,
yeah.
please wait because you need the
Yeah,
stop,
she's just
right?
trying to make sure it's out.
Yeah. Oh, great.
You want the two seats in the front.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, then let's recite true as spoken by Buddha first.
Okay.
The true words spoken by Buddha. Beautiful Okao. There used to be the light in the great universe. The light is the energy of Buddha. People can live by this energy. And Buddha's energy has made human history. It will be supplied eternally. This eternal light comes from heaven and prevails on earth. This is the light of heaven. Through the prism of Buddha, there appeared 7 colors of rainbow, arching over in the sky. Here you can see Buddha's mercy. Yellow is the color of teaching. White is the color of saving. Red is the color of justice. Purple is the color of obedience. Blue is the color of thinking. Green is the color of harmony. Silver is the color of progress. These 7 colors help each other, and there appears Buddhaland. Buddhaland is shining brightly because of gathering of bodhisattvas. This is the land of love or the land of mercy. This is the land of wisdom, the land of teaching. Especially, this is the land of souls rest in peace. Dear souls are the children of Buddha. The children of Buddha became real human beings. Real human beings have spirituality. The spirits are immortal powers. The spirits are immortal forces. The spirits are real entities. The physical body is the shadows of the spirits. It means you are the boat sailing down the great river. The great river is a symbol of the course of lives. Each of you sails down as a small boat, so you need a boatman. If it is not for your own boatman, you surely go aground. This boatman really means your mind. If your mind makes a mistake, the boat breaks into pieces by a large rock, and you also need a bamboo pole. This pole is the meaning of the true words. When you go down a rapid stream, you need to pant in the stream. Then you can change your course. The true words means the teaching of Buddha. Buddha enlightened and spoke the true words, and the Buddha's teaching became a gold mine. This gold mine suggests various teachings. These are another expression of Buddha's truth. It brightens up your days. Or to put it another way, the fruits of Buddha's mercy. All of you, now here listen to me. Never lose your way, now and forever. The guided hand has already waved. Please follow this white hand and go straightly on and on. Your lives are not limited to this world only. They have three aspects: the past, the present, the future. Your past have already gone by. Yes, still your mistakes will be kept in your minds. That is the reason why you should understand other people, and you yourself should reflect on what you have done. You and others are not different. On the contrary, both the children of Buddha and the brothers and sisters. Now then, love each other. Let us bring up each other. And it's time to forgive each other. This is eternal law, which penetrates the present and the future. Yes, indeed, the light of the dark night. The dark night of this world is hell. It is also the same in another world. Since we came down to this world, the sun of the truth is scheduled to rise. Now we are watching rising sun. It will shed light to the future, to invite sad people to Buddha. Now here I command, there shall not be conflict in this world. There shall not be distrust in this world. There shall not be crime in this world. There shall not be evil spirit in this world. There shall not be the devil in the next world. Only the ideal world, utopia, shall be realized. All of the people love each other, live harmoniously, believe in one another. The world is utopia. All of us could be the light of bodhisattvas, believing that the light has reality, believing that the love has reality, believing that the truth has reality. These are the facts that should be conveyed. We, the light of bodhisattvas, get together, work together to keep right mind and live in tune with Buddha's words. Here we vow to do so. I thank you very much for everyone, and also thank you for your cooperation. And then we will start today's one. Today's title, what is totalitarianism, and then we are explaining how dangerous it is, and then why it is important to believe in the value of freedom, democracy, faith. So today's reference is here. Love for the Future, written by Master Okawa. This kyoten is very precious because if you read it through, you can understand God has given those values, freedom, democracy, and faith, that guide people, and then we can get development. So please define it. So then to understand today's seminar, first I will show you Master's lecture regarding the idea of freedom. And also after that, I will show you the one documentary film, what's happening in Myanmar, that is Burma. So you can understand more about it. Then after that, we will have the session, Q&A style session. And through that Q&A session, maybe the one lady can ask me the several questions. Through that, you also deepen your knowledge about totalitarianism and the freedom. And then lastly, I will show you Master's lecture. Maybe I will practice. I will conduct self-reflection. So the value of freedom. Okay, so let's start today's one, and then I will show you Master's lecture first.
Okay.
You want this one?
Yeah, first.
I hope Canada is between two parts. One is democratic power, and another is economic profit. And China is including, but I listen. I don't hate the Chinese people. I like them. I love them. I want them to be happier. So I ask uh, why don't you uh, experience democracy or the freedom of speech or expression or
It's a bit low. I can't
uh,
quite hear anything.
yeah, the one examination for them, but it makes them greater. It means they can be on the same ground discuss uh, with Western people. So I ask them to listen. And this is the channel program. And channel program includes a real program and check program and in a Mongol program. They are suppressed a lot. But they are not broadcasted. This is a totalitarian regime. Uh, uh, Yes, I already said it in Taiwan. The meaning of totalitarian regime, that symbol in three. One is there is a mass murder or virus, many people. And the second is the existence of secret police. And the third is a refugee camp. Uh, these three are the characteristics of totalitarian system. Uh, it was shown by Adolf Hitler, Germany, and also it was shown by Stalin in Soviet Russia. Communism and capitalism not the real dividing communication. But just think about two things. One is there any belief in God or not? Another one is there any fundamental rights there or no? This is very, very important. I love Chinese people, but in this regime, formally, Xi Jinping denied the faith or the importance of faith. And also, they don't believe in communism. they really using cafes, especially in south part of China. They just using communism by the name of materialism. Like, so it's time to change. I think where is required to change more than 1 billion people are under the control of one policy or one person is up to collapse the freedom and prosperity and peace of this earth. So, please teach the good things from Canada to teach such kind of countries. I think so. Especially this country is 75% is Christian, I saw. But in reality, there is no hope in Canada because you have a short history. So no one can consider more than 5 10 years ago. Just imagine, you can imagine 2,000 years ago, there used to be a Jesus Christ, but it's very far away from here. We don't know who is we don't know. This is very bad. So, I want to say that God is alive. God is not dead. God is watching you. God is leading you. God wants to save you. Save to some people who are suffering in this world by evil, evil spirits or evil thinking or evil right thinking. God is fighting. God has been fighting now, even now. So, please remake your religion stronger, more stronger. It is your responsibility. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So, strong message, isn't it? Then, this was made in Canada. Then, as he said, we happy science, and Master Okawa loves Chinese people very much. So we are wondering how we can give them the freedom. That's it, because they are ruled by one party only, and then they're forced to admire only one person. That is a totalitarianism. You cannot say anything other than that. So then, I'd like to show you one documentary film that is created by NHK, Japanese broadcast TV station. Just look at it. And then that is reported by Japanese. That's why I will translate some points in English, of course, okay, to understand. But even if you don't understand the language, but if you see the video itself, you feel very shocking. What's happening now in Myanmar? Maybe you already watched it in the BBC or something, but the reality, this is the most shocking reality. Because short of time, I recorded it very fast anyway. One of members in the Myanmar. And he recorded what happened. Then police came to threaten people and like that, shoot people. See?
若者の仲間がデモの参加に撃たれ、目の前で亡くなりました。
And many people dead like that, killed by police and armies in Myanmar. Like this. This is the reality. Shoot, shoot, shoot. And the violence by police.
国際社会が有効な手を打てない中、死者は
Because international society don't do anything. Cannot do like this. Shoot by police and military
報
people.
続ける市に対し、
But they stood up.
20代
As you know, coup happened this February, 1st February. Since then, that happened.
最新の動向を収集し、デモを行う市に対し情報を共有。
And then they started broadcast all over the world and stop boycott activity to give money to military. We just stop like a gun and shooting.
そして、海外のミャンマー人たちもネット
And
上
then
で
people
軍の違法的な主張を覆そうとしてい
all
ま
over the world, the Myanmar Burma people
す。焦点となったのは、
broadcasting
銃弾に倒れた
this lady, this girl, 19, shoot by military.
殺害したのは自分たちではないと主張する。
But military insist that we didn't do that.
真実を暴き出そうとしています。
She was killed by just a citizen, other citizen. Then they try to reveal the fact. And then he said, then his son also dead by shoot. The son is 13.
デジタルレジスタンスは巨大な軍に抗えるのか。
Then he then fought against military without weapon. But military had a weapon like this.
2月1日、突如
The February, 1st February, the coup happened. That is supported by China. China. Xi Jinping suggested to do it.
その瞬間
And then they are arrested by like army. That is a member of parliament, Democratic Party in Myanmar. And then arrested by military.
軍はその日のうちに全権を掌握しまし
Then
た。
all the weapons come from China. China provided all weapons to
この10年で
the military of
ミ
Burma
ャンマ
because
ー。しかし
China wants to have a good influence to Southeast Asia. So then, but they denied. And this means three fingers means protest against in Burma.
その中心を担ったのが民主化が進む中で育った10代、20代の若者たちです。
Then just 10 or 20 younger people stop, and then that becomes wider and wider day by day.
抵抗でした。
Of course, they don't have any weapon. Then very peacefully they did this kind of demonstration in Burma. That counted now millions of people in Burma.
若者グループのメンバーです。
This is one of them. We don't have any that way to protect ourselves, but stood up to against the military government. But suddenly it's happened.
この日だけ
They prepared a demonstration. The suddenly shooting happened. Then 18 people killed by army. But national TV program said it is just a civil war between people. And then also some police officer hurt by the citizen. That's why they started shooting. But it's reality. Okay, as you
3月の
see.
現場の一つ、最大都市ヤンゴンの一角です。午前9時、携帯電話の位置情報が
9 a.m.
多くの人が一箇所に
These
集中
are
してい
like
るのがわかります。
signal of the cell phone.
この場所で撮影された映像で
Like
す。
this. And then like that, military coming, shooting. Then they are going to dead end.
一箇所に追い詰められていく様子が映し出されていました。
Going to dead end.
From the start of
Like
the
that.
alignment to reaching us will take about
Just
5 minutes.
starting the preparation for the demonstration, suddenly the police officer and military people shooting those people and killed. Even they didn't start yet the demonstration, but it's happened like this. This is like recorded by just a citizen from this side, very dangerous, like this. So that they can report it to all over the world. Who did it? Who killed the people? This is a military totalitarianism. Military totalitarianism. Okay? Totalitarianism. This is a totalitarianism. Not running, but just not listening, but you need to learn reality in this world. What's happening? This one is the top. And then she said, it is to guard people. And then she announced that the police officer and also military people should return to the army now. Like this. This is happening every day in Burma. Police officer, try to yes, take it down. This one is 90 years old. Then stand up and killed by them. He aimed to be a doctor to cure people. So, but killed by military. And then his father had no hope. So they use like SNS and some internet option to report it to all over the world. Okay, I think it's enough. Yeah, that's what happened in Myanmar. Burma. That's why Masao Okawa directed us. Okay, please help people in Burma, Hong Kong, Taiwan, and even the mainland China, governed by totalitarianism. So that is the reason I choose today's theme. What is the totalitarianism? And also, what is freedom? Why we value the freedom in happy science? Okay, so we need to think of that. So now let's start the Q&A session. Then we will understand more about it. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you for you also being shocked, right?
I know, yeah, that was really disturbing.
Yeah.
Watching that video was really heart-wrenching.
Yeah.
It was quite disturbing. So let's dive right into our questions today about totalitarianism.
Yes.
So what is totalitarianism? Thank you. What is totalitarianism? Yeah.
And freedom.
And freedom. Yeah.
Freedom.
What would you say?
Yes.
What does it mean to you?
Yes. As Masa said, very simply, the totalitarianism is humans should be the tools to realize something. Humans should be the means to realize something for nation.
Right.
That is the totalitarianism. One aim the country has. And then to realize it, people should be the tools or slaves or means to realize it.
Right.
That is a totalitarianism.
So is it not? So is it to be governed by the government?
Yeah, government
sort of like
or party, one party.
Right. Telling us what to do.
Yeah. When you practice implement the totalitarianism, it is necessary one person or one party only.
Right.
Okay, so they can control everything. If opposite party there is the opposite party, they try to against. That's why they remove it.
So it takes away the freedom of people.
Yeah,
so that's what it is.
Yeah, and also, and the freedom means humankind should be aim or goal. Yes, the happiness of humankind is the goal, and then that's why like a goal of nation is secondary.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that is the difference between the totalitarianism and the freedom.
And
Very
freedom.
simple, right?
Right, absolutely. So what would you say, where does it actually derive from? Where does
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
you know, yeah, where would you say it comes from?
Yes,
originally?
it is also very simple because humankind have like a natural instinct that is a fear.
Right,
Okay, so
Okay.
and then if you have fear,
Yeah.
You try to control everything,
right,
right? And then think of yourself only.
right,
That is the starting point of totalitarianism.
okay.
Yeah, they try to see who has a fear inside or negative thought that makes that person becomes like a tycoon.
Right,
Makes tycoon,
right.
and then that tycoon try to control everything.
Everything.
Yeah,
Everybody.
for my happiness only.
Right, for their own happiness,
Yes.
for their own gain.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm.
So do you see, because the clip we just watched was really disturbing.
Mm-hmm.
So our question is, do you see that happening in the Western world?
Mm-hmm.
You know, for example, UK.
Of
do
course,
you
yes.
really see something like that happening here?
Of course, yes. That's happening because people don't know.
Yeah.
But for example, Corona, restriction of Corona,
Yeah.
that started, right?
Yeah.
And then they try to control everything
So that's
under the
a-
name of safety,
Right.
like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Same as Myanmar, but
But just
fortunately,
different. Yeah.
fortunately, the UK government, UK military don't kill others
Yeah.
without reason.
Yeah.
But the same aim, like trying to control. That is the same.
Right.
Mm. Mm.
So how would you say we'd fight against totalitarianism?
Okay, great question. Yes. First of all, that happened because of our fear inside or instinct.
Yeah.
Yes. If everyone can control their mindset and remove fear inside,
Right.
so we can reconcile each other and then discuss very productively. That is the first point. Okay. So religious people should stand up for that.
Right.
And then tell the truth. What is the humankind? How to control your mindset, and then how to control your natural instinct, like that. And then say so that also government people, politicians,
Yeah.
and officers or bureaucracy people can understand how to treat these difficulties like coronavirus,
Right.
and then they don't try to disturb you and take the freedom away from you. Okay, and that is one. And the second point,
Yeah.
work hard as usual. Yes, because government or police officer try to force you don't do anything outside like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but if you work hard and still it's if you can prove still it's safe because your positive mindset work for that.
Right.
When you work outside and work for the people.
Yeah.
And then positive mindset work, and then naturally, for example, coronavirus will disappear.
Right.
So that's happened. That becomes very good evidence and Protestant without arm. And then third point, that is the last point.
Right.
To against the totalitarianism.
Yeah.
Be independent,
Right.
spiritually and economically, financially.
Important. Yeah.
Very important.
Yeah.
If you rely on the government too much, and then and also rely on the only welfare, and then that makes you weaker and weaker. Okay, and then they can control you very well.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but if you independent spiritually
Yeah.
and financially,
Right.
yeah, you can control the government.
Yeah, exactly. Because you're not reliant on the
No,
government.
yeah.
So you take away your power
Yes,
from
yes,
the government
yes.
because you're independent within yourself.
Yes,
So
that's
which is
why
a great,
it is very good. Great.
Yes, that's very clever.
Against. Yes,
Very clever.
way to go against.
Yeah.
Right.
So be fearless.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's so important. So how does Happy Science intend to stand up against it?
Okay.
And is Happy Science the answer to end it?
Okay, great. Yes. The same as I told you.
Right.
Yes, the best way try to cultivate people's mind through faith, meditation, self-reflection, contemplation on that.
That's so
Okay.
important.
Yes, because people's mind nowadays become very rough
Yeah.
and evil sometimes.
Yeah.
So that invite many tragic, like Dharma.
Right.
Okay, so if everyone can be cultivated by the way of thinking, very religious one,
Right.
they can become very spiritually sensitive
Right.
and very beautiful mindset they can
Yeah.
have and respect each other. Okay, so this is the way happy science try to use, not weapon.
Yeah.
Okay, not attacking government.
Yeah.
But naturally, it's like a profound way.
Yeah.
But seems like
quietly.
quietly.
Yeah.
And it seems like a very detour, but actually shortcut.
Yeah, it is. Because
Right?
they're so strong.
Yes, so
Like
strong.
when you sort of pray,
Uh-huh.
meditate,
Yes,
and believe,
yes,
and have that strong.
strong.
Yeah.
Yes, and then
it's more effective than anything.
yes, can remove anything bad.
Right.
Okay, so if you watch a movie that is titled "The Lords of the Sun,"
Right.
Shakyamuni Buddha sit down
Yeah.
under the tree.
Yeah.
And then got enlightenment. At that time, devil, Satan try to attack him, but his peace of mind rejected.
That's a beautiful thing.
That,
Isn't it?
yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Mm.
now the thing is, we did see Master's
Mm.
clip earlier,
Yeah.
but as you know, it was a bit quiet. So our question is, what do you think Master's
Mhm.
message is about
Okay.
totalitarianism?
Okay, great. Yes. First of all,
Yeah.
you need to create a role model in this country, UK.
Yeah.
First of all, if there are many people who learn the truth
Yeah.
and then control your desire, emotion, and get very beautiful mind. I mean, become enlightened,
Mhm.
and then that becomes naturally utopia
Right.
in the UK.
Yeah.
And this is what we aim to do.
Mhm.
That will end the
Yeah.
totalitarianism.
Yeah.
Because totalitarianism thinks humankind like a tool or animal, even the household,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
They're like a pig or a dog or something like that.
Yeah.
Then, they said obey,
Yeah.
sleep, standard, like that.
Eat,
Eat, stay,
sleep,
stay,
stay in, don't go out.
Don't go out. Stay like that. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not a joke at all.
No, it's
Yeah,
not.
now,
It's
yeah, it's
very
going now.
soul-destroying.
Yeah.
It's very soul-destroying.
Yes.
And, that's what I believe happy science is trying to
Mhm.
lead us
Yeah.
against.
Yes.
So-
That's why, as I told you,
Yeah.
2 points again. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
One is get peace of mind. I mean, becoming enlightened.
Right.
Another is be independent spiritually, financially.
Right.
Okay. So
Yeah.
that we can control government.
Yeah.
Even if you are not a communist. Okay.
Yeah.
The control doesn't mean the fight against.
Yeah.
Control means have very positive and productive discussion with government.
Right.
Mm.
Okay. So, without further ado,
Mhm.
we can ask our lovely people here questions
Okay.
now.
Okay, sure.
So the floor's open.
Yeah.
So, has anyone got questions to ask?
Yes.
Okay.
Number one.
Number one. Yeah. So you have several questions.
When you're talking about sits and people tell you what to do.
Mm.
Talking about
The number one question
Yeah.
that Mr. Joseph answered.
yeah is
So my answer to that, my question to that, what is wrong with someone telling you when to sit, when to stand, how to move, how to function?
Mm.
Do you think?
Okay.
So what is wrong with someone telling you to sit, when to stand, when to function?
Yeah.
What is wrong with
Especially
that?
when things
Okay.
aren't going right.
Mm.
We all need to be supervised. We all need to.
So you think there should be order?
Yes.
So what she's basically saying, what is wrong with order?
Okay. All right. Sometimes we need, as long as we don't have enough knowledge about it. Okay. But if that is a good opportunity for the government or people in the bureaucracy
Right.
to create a totalitarianism. We should not give them the opportunity to control people.
Right.
So that is one point. Then, if we discuss
Yeah.
very productively, and then we decided rule,
Right.
not order, rule.
Yeah.
Like when you got the emergency, you should do that like that.
Yeah.
That we can agree through the system of democratic way.
Right.
Okay, that is agree. I agree. Okay, but on the other hand, if one party system or one person can control everything, and then we cannot against that.
Yeah.
Because only parliament discuss and we don't know that.
Right.
In that case, some points we deprived us. They deprive us the freedom.
Right.
Deprive us of freedom. So that is very dangerous because if we don't freedom, we cannot improve ourselves.
Yeah.
Okay.
We become animals.
Yes. Become animals, and also that freedom should be endorsed by 100% self-responsibility. So in that case, we should get freedom.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. For example, if you do like self promotion as usual, but got sick, that is your responsibility.
Right.
You should pay for that.
Right.
And then you can learn. This is a way I got sick, like too tired, too exhausted. I got sick, and then I need to be very careful. That becomes wisdom. Then you can get development.
Right.
Okay, but if you don't have freedom choice,
yeah,
you cannot get any wisdom. Just like a robot. Every day, I will do that, like that.
Right.
No wisdom at all.
Okay. So is that clear, Kavita? What's your second?
Okay.
Your second.
Mm.
Did you have
Anybody else have a question?
anyone else have a question?
Okay.
Well, my second question is controlled. Do you think the people of Burma
Yeah.
controlled by themselves or are they getting controlled by the government or their what can I use?
Military government,
resentment
yeah.
control? Which one is it?
So who's
Okay.
controlling Burma, basically?
Of course,
Their
basically
resentment
now,
of their-
currently, as the Japanese TV station reported,
Right.
controlled by government, controlled by, as I dare tell you, controlled by the fear,
Okay.
okay,
First and foremost.
threatened by government with arm.
Yeah. With
Okay,
weapons.
that is happen now.
Right. Does that answer your question?
Okay, that's why Masa Okawa asked us to stand up for. Masa Okawa asked the members in Happy Science stand up for the people in Burma, and also do something for that.
Right.
He asked us.
Okay. So stand up for the people who can't stand up for themselves.
Yes.
Right.
But I think for Burma to get help,
Yeah.
they need to take a different approach.
Yes, that's why.
People
Once,
need to take a different
yes.
approach, yeah.
Right.
Then that's why, for example, Masa Okawa suggested the international politicians once stop the sending money,
Right.
and then
To the military.
yes, and also especially like American military and European military and also UK military should ship like a fleet
Right.
to near the Myanmar, and then give warnings to the
To the military.
Yes, military in Burma.
So if they harm people, then they sort of attack.
Yes. Then
Okay.
yeah.
So which government are planning on doing that?
Not sure
Not
because now the Biden said very strong words, but
Yeah.
nothing good.
Yeah,
He's not doing
because I
nothing.
thought he might step in.
Seems
But
like that.
there's no sign of that.
Yeah, just pretending.
Yeah.
Yeah, Burma is very
Yeah.
bad, but
Yeah, but nothing.
he's
Okay.
nothing. He's doing nothing.
Right.
Like that. Then strongly we should insist on every government to
take
work
part.
for that. Yeah,
Yeah.
to take action.
Yeah. Against
Actual action.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Hmm.
Well, thanks everyone.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So I
That's
suppose
all?
that will conclude our
Q&A
question,
session.
Q&A session for today.
All right.
And we'll talk next week, I suppose.
Yes.
So thanks everyone for joining us today, and that's the end of our session.
Okay. All right. And then wait. And then we will show the master's lecture and do a short meditation.
Okay, lovely.
Okay. So I will show you the one of master's lecture and also this spiritual training to understand freedom. Okay, so to conclude today's Q&A session, I will show you Master's lecture that was held in Hong Kong 10 years ago.
You saw this coming.
Because censorship. Okay, that was held in Hong Kong 10 years ago. Very dangerous situation. He's talking about freedom.
Oh, wow. You saw this.
Yes, and then
Prediction.
prediction. Yeah. Okay, so please listen to that, so you can understand more profoundly. Actually, in Hong Kong, and he betting his life to tell the importance of freedom.
Right.
And today I dare ask you, you have now very precious one, very precious value in you. Its name is liberty. Liberty and equality is sometimes told as being make confliction between two values, but it's a little different, I think. I mean, that liberty is the equality for prosperity for everybody. It's a chance of prosperity. It's a chance of participate in something. It's a chance to get money and make successful life in you. I think if you must choose one value between liberty and equality, you must choose liberty first. In liberty, there is a freedom, there is equality of choice, equality of choice to prosper, equality of choice to make efforts, and every chances are there in front of you in the future of your country. I think so. So these two values, there is no confliction indeed. Firstly, you should choose liberty. And in addition to that, I add to that that we and you, human beings, are happy because you have your freedom of thinking in you. It's not anyone to deprive from you. The freedom of thinking and freedom of speech and freedom of publishment and freedom of to be something variable is very essential for human beings.
Thank you very much. So surprisingly, this was held in Hong Kong. He's talking about liberty and freedom in Hong Kong. That is memorable because yes, 10 years ago, but still peaceful, but already governed by China, and also secret police always around there. And then that's why in this lecture, first he said, "I love China" again. Yes. This is why I'm talking about liberty because I love China. Something like that. He said. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Now, because he's very sincere. That's why he was not arrested.
Right.
Because even if he talking about freedom, but other people, even 10 years ago, like a big publishing company, president of the big publishing company, arrested by secret police. Okay, so this is a phenomenon happened, and then after 3 years later, after he making this speech, the umbrella revolution happened. 2014, I mean.
Yes.
So that influenced the Hong Kong people also because 1,500 people listened live. So and then they realized. He said that's why he said, liberty, freedom should be first. Okay, equality should be second. Because if you implement the freedom, the people who got something great like a money title, but on the other hand, if he or she is very lazy, they didn't get that. That's why gap happened. Okay, so this is very important to understand. In this session, he talked about freedom. Okay, so and also just a quick review for the people. Very important point only. Okay, so today we learned a lot from the freedom. Then reason why humankind looking for freedom always, because everyone has natural instinct. I can develop myself to be closer to God. That is the conclusion. Why people are looking for the freedom instead of just lazy and just shut your mouth, telling nothing. They cannot bear because we have natural instinct that is within our divine nature. So we love God. We want to be closer to God. That's why we want to develop ourselves to be closer to God. That is the starting point of freedom. Through try and error, we can do it. Sometimes we can success. That appreciated. And also, if you got failure, you can get great wisdom through failure, right? And then everything you choose is the best way to be closer to God. That's why God has granted us freedom. This is the reason. Have you ever heard about it? I don't think so, because I listen that reason why we are looking for the freedom only from Master Hokawa. Others never told that. They insist that I need freedom, but they don't understand why. But Master Okawa clearly explained about it. Why we need freedom. What is the importance of freedom? Why God, Buddha, granted us freedom. That's true. So if you understand that, please tell the people why we need freedom. Why freedom is very important, more than just equality. Okay, and also checkpoints. We need to see that country is a good one or not. Master clearly told us just 3 points. One is there is a mass murder or massacre, violence. That country is bad. Okay, and also that is a totalitarianism. And second, existence of secret police. As you know, the communist country like China, other communism countries has secret police necessary. Okay, so even democratic countries sometimes have secret police, but for preventing the other countries' invasion. And also, third point is that is concentration camp under the name of education. Arrest adult to take them jail and re-educate like something like that. Especially if it's not murder or violence. In the case of political crime, like insist that democracy, then arrest it. In that case, this is happen. Okay, so 3 points we need to check. That country is the evil and political wrong they are doing, called totalitarianism. Okay, that's same as Chinese government, not people, Chinese government. Okay, so that's why Master says now the battle between happy science and China has happened already, and then we have to against the totalitarianism because that country has a big ambition to govern all over the world by using totalitarianism. We need against that. Even the European countries don't realize. Some politicians already realize, but many people just sleeping. So that's why we need make them awake. Okay, so thank you very much for joining us today. And then just do short meditation to reflect ourselves. Okay, because maybe now you realize how important freedom, and then God has granted us the freedom for our development. Then in this contemplation, please think how much precious the freedom is, and then how to utilize it. Okay, so to practice it, first we will recite prayer to guardian and guiding spirits together, and then deep breathing, and then think of that, contemplate on that. If you have a prayer book, please use it. Otherwise, just put your hands in prayer and dedicate your love and gratitude to guardian and guiding spirits. Prayer to guardian and guiding spirits. My guardian and guiding spirits, deep inside of me, you are the fountain of life, the light of hope, the source of wisdom, and the shield of courage. Every day, may you help me to develop my soul and refine my mind. Every day, may you give me inspiration and show me the right path to follow. Please protect me from all evil and guide me in living a better life. For this, I give my thanks. Okay, thank you very much. So now, please relax yourself, loosen tense and shoulders. Please think, we are very happy and lucky because even if you say something to the Boris Johnson very abusively, you cannot be arrested. But in other countries like Burma, China, if you say something regarding the Xi Jinping, you will be arrested. That is a very different, yes.
Yeah.
Shot or something like that. Okay, so please put your hands on your lap with facing upwards like this. And make sure your back straight. And close your eyes, please. Start deep breathing from your belly, not just from your belly. Breathe in slowly through your nose. And breathe out steadily through your mouth. Let the breath sink down to your stomach. Please practice this way several times. So now we will start self-reflection. So how much you realize the importance of preciousness of freedom you have been granted. First, please think of that. How much you realize the importance of freedom and preciousness of the freedom. So next question is, if you realize the importance of freedom, the preciousness of freedom, what you did, or what you will do, please ask yourself. You already have been given, granted the freedom of will, freedom of choice. Then using those things, what will you do? This is the real meaning of power of will. Then last question. Master Okawa taught us, whenever you use the power of freedom, only when you use the power for the sake of happiness of others, that will be activated. So please decide how you will use the power of freedom for the sake of others' happiness, so that you can become happier and happier. So please decide your life as life's mission, what you will use the power of freedom for the sake of others' happiness. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, I think you realize something great. Because Master Okawa taught us the importance of the freedom today. And then I think we should stand up. Not only for Burma, but all over the world. Because this country, UK, is the first country to realize the importance of freedom, right? And the Magna Carta, as you know, Magna Carta. And then that was written in 13th century already. And then they decided to make this country the symbol of the freedom. So now in 21st century, this country should stand up again. That's what Master said in one of lecture that is titled Analyzing Your Dream. So what we can do is maybe very small steps. But yesterday, when I joined the kind of the demonstration in the town.
How was that?
Oh, you are?
No,
I was.
Yeah.
Yes, I was.
Was it good?
But most of all people, unfortunately,
Yeah.
insist that like my freedom. I want to go out. I want to enjoy the entertainment. I want to have a cup of beer like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Others, almost all of them, insist that. Only happy science insists that for the sake of Burma, for the sake of people in another countries like that. So that's why this organization is a miracle, I think.
Yeah.
Because when I distributed the flyers to all the people, many people came to me that become very panic. We printed over 200 or 300 of the flyers. In 30 minutes or 40 minutes, we lost everything.
Oh wow.
People coming, then I'd like to share with it to my friends, something like that.
Oh,
That's written the 2 points. One is Burma,
Yeah.
and then that and behind the Burma military, there is the Chinese Communist Party. That is 1 point. Another is that coronavirus is artificial, and then they agree with the totally. They said this is that, and we need to push the BBC to broadcast this fact like that.
Yeah.
And then I got many crowds at that time. Yeah, potential believers are there. So who believe in that the fact? Okay, so they don't know the fact, but that's why they just insist that I'd like to drink beer every day like that. So I want to go into the pub every day like that. Oh my goodness, how poor they are. Like,
It starts with them.
yeah, there, but seriously, we need, if once we stand up and then try to teach them the fact that's happened,
Yeah.
don't afraid of it. We can be the flagship of the new revolution for freedom, new revolution for democracy, new revolution for spirituality, I mean faith toward God. So that's why we are here. Okay. So thank you very much for joining us today. Let's start great revolution together. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, this concludes today's one.
Thank you.
And then, I mean, from 10 minutes later, like now 12, and then like 23, and we can start Zoom meeting with discussion today's theme and have question and answer time. Okay. All right. 23. Okay. 10 minutes later.
10 minutes.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for joining us today. Have a lovely day. And if you like, please join the Zoom meeting also. Thank you. Bye.